Hello everybody. So a few weeks ago I made a 5 things I would like to see in the new Destroy All Humans remake, and in that video I said this. The second thing I'd really like is a special edition on launch, which I think is a bit much to ask for, but man, I would love if the game came with some sort of figure or bonus item or concept art booklet. And well, what do you know, my wish came true because today THQ Nordic revealed not one, but 2 collector's editions that are going to be released with the new Destroy All Humans remake. That's right. So I thought I'd make this little video just going through the 2 different versions, what they contain, my thoughts on them, what they reveal, and which one that I'm sort of slightly more leaning towards, because having looked a little bit closer, there's definitely one which I'm much more preferring. Okay, so on to the first one, which I feel like has been the more promoted, the bit more hyped one, because it's the bigger, it's the more expensive one, and it's called the Crypto 137 Collector's Edition. And as far as I can tell, the only places you can currently pre-order it is on Amazon US and Amazon UK. I looked for a European Amazon, you know, France, Germany, whatever, couldn't find any Euro listings for it, so I assume it is going to be sold in those countries. It's just not been put online yet. So I've got dollars and I've got pounds in terms of prices. And also weirdly, it says as a release date on Amazon, December 31st, 2020. However, don't panic. Don't panic. I think that's pretty much just a holding date. And they'll put in the actual release date closer to the time, which we're hoping is going to be around spring 2020 instead. Anyway, yeah, this first one, Crypto 137. This is the biggie. And I say that in terms of the stuff you get and also the cost, because this thing ain't cheap. Oh my goodness, no. It is a whopping $399.99, or £349.99. That is crazy. That's like the price of a whole new console. You know, I said that I was definitely going to get one, but I'm thankful that there is a slightly cheaper one, which I'll get onto in a moment. This is the big one. And the reason why it is so expensive, or at least I think so, is because yeah, you do get some quite nice, also weird stuff in it. I'll just go through some of the things. So, obviously you get a nice box, a premium box. I'm just reading from the picture now. You get 6 lithographs, which are just kind of nice prints, hopefully on card or something. You get an eye-popping anti-stress toy, which is kind of weird. You get a keychain, which is the same keychain I pointed out in the 5 things video, the one that I think people got at E3. So turns out, yep, they are making that, and it's going to be a keychain. Obviously, you get the game. You get all in-game crypto skins, which I'll come back to in a minute. You get a Crypto 137 figurine, which stands at 60 centimeters tall, or 23 inches, and 30 centimeters, or 12 inches diagonally, approximately. And it seems like you can lift off the... So it's a figurine of Crypto holding the Earth, you know, taking over the world, kind of casually leaning on his disintegrator ray, I think that is. And yeah, he's holding the Earth in his hand, and I think you can take off the top kind of hemisphere and put a soda can, like a drinks can in it. At least that was in the video. I'm not quite sure why you'd want to store a drink on a figurine, because I'd worry I'd spill it. But in the video it has brain juice, but I'm sure that could be replaced with a Sprite or a Coca-Cola or a Pepsi. But it is a nice figurine. And the last thing, which I think grabbed people's attention most, is a Crypto backpack. Yeah. They were a little bit too late. They should have, a few weeks earlier, they could have really went on the whole Area 51 meme. But it's just so stupid. Look at the size of it. Look at the size of Crypto's head compared to this poor woman who's having to wear it. It's just odd. I should have known, really. I can't even really see... I mean, it looks like it actually holds a very small amount. Because if you put stuff inside his head, it's just going to, like, tip over to the side. Anyway, so yeah, that's the things you get in this Crypto 137 edition. It's a lot of stuff and some nice things, but you're paying mainly for the figurine and probably the backpack. But my thoughts on this, it's nice to have the lithographs. I did want some sort of concept art or, you know, art book. I guess that's close enough. The keychain's kind of cool, but, you know, a bit cheap, kind of a bit simple. The eye-popping anti-stress toy, that's fine. You know, it's good. It's a bit like a cutie version of Crypto, which it reminds me a bit of a Funko Pop, actually. But I'm sure it's fine. And the figurine, is nice, although for me it's too big. I would not want to have a 60 centimetre, because that's humongous. A 60 centimetre, it's pretty much a statue more than a figurine of Crypto in my room. It's just too big. It would get dusty. I don't know, I'd probably end up breaking it. You can't really store that very nicely. I mean, you could if you have a lot of room, but I don't. And I don't think that's for me. I don't. I like the model and I like the design, but I don't think I like the figurine as a whole, just in terms of the size of it. And I don't really get the whole drink thing to me. That's just a bit weird. The backpack, same thing. It's just weird and ultimately something you're not really going to use, is it? Is anyone actually going to go outside with that on? Because they're a super fan if they are. I'm sorry, but I call myself a fan of Destroy Humans, but I would not go outside in that. Because what if it rains? It's just so many questions. Is it waterproof? Probably not. But yeah, I like the anti-stress thing. I like the keychain. I like the lithographs. And the skins. Okay, so the skins was interesting because to me, that reveals, and it's kind of obvious really, most games have them now, but the remake is going to have microtransactions. If it says it includes all in-game crypto skins, that means there's going to be skins you can buy for crypto. Which, do you know what, is not a massive thing. Put down your pitchforks, because I'm guessing it is, if it's just going to be purely cosmetic, then I can't really get too mad. It's just a fact. That's just part of games now. Games just have these sort of things in them. And I know this original game, Destroy Humans, when it first came out, it was a full game. It had all the extras. It was its own thing. No DLC, no in-game transactions, none of that crap. That was back when gaming was like that. And now it's not. And you just have to accept it. As long as they are just cosmetic and you don't, there's no like story mission DLC, which I really wouldn't like. If they do that, I would be disappointed because I'd want to know I'm getting the whole game. But if it's just giving Crypto I don't know, funky hippie skin, or maybe something from Destroy Humans 2, who knows? Then I'm fine with that. That's okay. There might be like stuff for the saucer as well. Who knows? But for now, I am all right. We'll see if it gets any more. They did that thing with Crash Team Racing recently, where Activision released it without any transactions, and then after all the good reviews came out, boom, in go the transactions. I don't think THQ would do that. In fact, they seem quite proud not to have to do in-game transaction crap. I saw some tweet recently. So I think we're safe. But it was a very interesting point to notice. Anyway, so that's the more expensive one, the $399 one or £350 one. So it's probably going to be around €400, around that price point. The second one, which is the slightly cheaper one, is called the DNA Collector's Edition. And again, this is only on Amazon I can find at the moment. And it costs $149.99 or £139.99. Again, it says released in December 31st, but that's going to change. And in it contains very similar things. You have the premium box, you have the 6 lithographs, the eye-popping anti-stress toy, the keychain, the in-game crypto skins, the game obviously, and another figurine. And this one I like a lot more than just the crypto one. So this is a Crypto and Cow figurine, which stands at 23 centimeters tall or about 9 inches high approximately. And as you can see, it's like the saucer crash landed and Crypto's flying with his jetpack and doing some sort of telekinesis on a cow. And it's such a great little model. It's a good size. It's not too big. 23 centimeters is just fine. That could go on a shelf really easily. It wouldn't take up much room on a desk. I love the design of I just love things that are sort of in action, and you get like the trail from behind the cow and the jetpack smoke and the burst from it and the crashed. Oh, I think it's really nice. And that's definitely the one I would lean towards. Not only because it is a lot cheaper, but because, I just much prefer the figurine. And you really do get most of the other stuff with it. You get all the other crap. You just don't get the backpack, which I'm fine with. You can keep that. I don't want it. So yeah, there you are. There are the 2 different collector's editions. We should really count ourselves very lucky that as Destroy Humans fans, we're not only getting a remake, but we're getting a choice from 2 different special editions. Sure, one is $400, which is probably the most I think I've ever seen for a collector's edition. Really a bizarre choice. It's up there with one of the most expensive, surely. But yeah, I like the cheaper one. I think I probably would get that. Of course, bear in mind that it does say in the image that all of these things are illustrative purposes only, so it might change. I doubt it's going to go a full-blown Fallout 76 crappy canvas bag thing. It's not going to go that bad, but just something to bear in mind, especially if you're going to spend $400 on it. You never know, maybe wait a bit before you pre-order it. And also, it's very common for special editions of games to quickly go on sale after they've been released, and you can get them for, a quarter of the price, maybe even lower than that. So if you are a bit cash strapped and you really want this, give it a few weeks or a couple months, and it'll probably be a lot cheaper and be reduced in price. However, something to bear in mind, if you are a fan of the franchise and the series and you want to see it continue, you want to see Destroy Humans 2 be remade, or, even a brand new game, that would be great. If you are like that, then, you've got a show with your wallet. So, again, I'm not being sponsored, but it's true. They're going to look at sales, and if they see a lot of pre-orders for these editions and stuff, then they're going to know that people want it. That's why, as much as I am a bit of a bargain hunter and I would love to get it super cheap, I think I probably will pre-order the DNA Collector's Edition because it's not crazy expensive, and I do want to show my support to the series. And yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the 2 editions. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure you have lots of opinions. Can you afford $400? Have you got that much disposable income? If so, lucky you. Get the big old statue of crypto. If not, maybe get the little one that I'm more interested in. Yeah, and we'll see what they do. If I do end up getting it, I might even do my first ever unboxing. How about that? I don't know. We'll see about that. But yeah. Any comments or thoughts, leave them down below. I'm sure we'll be getting some more information at Gamescom soon, because THQ Nordic will be there and probably showing off a lot of the remake. So I'll probably make a new video around then with what comes out. Anyway, until then, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.